Welcome back to another Minecraft house tutorial. This is a nice house that is built on a really cool platform. If you guys do enjoy the house, don't forget to leave a like and all that good stuff. And without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the foundations of the build. That's gonna make this tutorial a whole lot easier. This is one of the easiest houses you can build. We're gonna start by building a frame. The frame is a 25 by 25 frame. So we're gonna start by building wooden blocks here, and then we're gonna count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the 8th block we're gonna place one block of wood. Then we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on the 8th block we're gonna place another block of wood, and then we're gonna count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the 8th block we're gonna place another block of wood, for a total of 4 wooden blocks, and in between each gap should be 7 blocks, guys. In between each gap should be 7 blocks. We're gonna do this again this way this time. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now if I count these blocks with my magic tool, as you guys can see, it says 25. And if I count these blocks once again with my magic tool, you guys can see that it says 25 each way. Now we want to do this each way until we have a giant square, and inside of like each thing, you want to make sure that you are placing leaves, guys. Make sure you're placing leaves in between. So we're going to do this once again this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there we go. So then we're going to do this front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So as you guys can see, that is the bottom frame of the house. Now what we need to do is to build this up. So in order to build this up, what we now need to do is the second step of the build. Now what we need to do is all of these wooden blocks, we're going to build them up by 4 blocks for a total of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just going to go around and we're going to do this until they are all 5 blocks high, because 4 plus 1 is 5. So if we start with 1 and we add 4, we have 5 blocks in total. So there we go. Very, very simple. There we go. There we go. Okay, so as you guys can see, some of them are not the right height because I have no idea what I was doing and I probably wasn't counting. But let's actually make sure that these are all the right height. There we go. Okay. So these are all now 5 blocks high. And now what we need to do is we now need to count 1 block below this. And we're going to count with our wood. So when we start, we need to remember that this is the front of the house. This where I'm facing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the wood right here. And we're going to fill in this area right here. And then we're going to carry on over here. But when it comes to this area, we're going to leave it. When it comes to this corner, we're going to leave it. And then we're going to continue around like this. Okay. And then we're going to continue around, just leaving that front side a bit empty, I guess you could say. So we're going to continue around like this. There we go. And we're going to keep going on all the way around the house. Keep going on, 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 keep going on. Just like that. So you guys can see that we should have left this area empty, which is because that area is going to be deleted very soon. So the next step for us now is to now add this area in here. So we're going to go to this point, this post right here, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gonna go to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this block right here should be number 8, and then we'll build this up by 5 blocks. And then what we want to do now is we want to add the wood, and then we want to add the wood here just like that. So now this area right here, we're going to destroy it, destroy this wood, and destroy these leaves. There we go. So now that you guys can see that that is what we have here now. So now what we need to do is for this area in here, in this part of the house, we want to fill this all in with wood. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to fill in this entire area of the house with wood. So I'm going to do this really easily, but I have to make sure that we don't destroy the logs. So I'm going to use my wooden tool. I'm going to fill in this entire area with wood. So we're going to fill in this first area here with wood. And I'm going to fill in this area, small area here with wood also. You'll probably have to do this with your hand because you don't have the mod. But nonetheless, it's still the same thing. So this is what the final thing should look like. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add our fences. So we're going to add fences like this going around. Here we go, going around the edges, going around every single edge. We should add our fences, going around, add fences, add fences, add fences. And we're going to go around every edge of this house. So now you guys can see that this is what the house should look like. It's finally starting to take shape. Our next step is to open up this area right here. And we're going to open up this area with 2, destroying that twice. And then we're going to add ourselves some stairs. So we're going to place 2 blocks of stairs there. We're going to place a block underneath. 2 more stairs, 2 more blocks, 2 more stairs, 2 more blocks. As you guys can see, destroy these wooden blocks and replace them with stairs underneath like this. There we go. There we go, like that. As you guys can see, there we go. So now that we've done that, this small area right here, this small corner, what we're going to do is we're going to place cobblestone here. So if I go into my inventory and I pull out the cobblestone, I'm going to start placing this down like this. And I'm going to make sure that it's only a small corner just like this of cobblestone that I place. So we're just going to place this cobblestone just across like that. There we go. There we go. Place this cobblestone. There we go. Just like that. There we go. So just placing the cobblestone down. There we go. And just placing it in this small square area so we can identify this area as the entrance of the house. So now that is done, that is essentially part 1 of this house. Part 2 of this house is going to be building the actual structures of the house. Now is we need to start making the rest of the actual house. So we just built the platform. So now what we need to do is the actual house. So for us to start the house, we're going to start by building the frame of the house with the oak logs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here. And then we're going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th block, we're going to place up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to count over 3 blocks. And then place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to come over here. We're going to count over 1, 2, 3 blocks. And then on the 4th block, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to count 1, 2, and then we're going to count 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. On the 7th, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 9th, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then what we're going to do again is we are going to count. We're going to go over to this point right here. And then we're going to count one. Oh my God. Once again, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the 10th one, we're going to place 5 blocks of wood once again. But then what we're going to do is we're going to essentially just build our wooden blocks along the floor all the way. And then we're going to do the same thing here. So basically joining these up, build these far enough until they hit the same corner. And then on their corner where they join up, just make sure you place 5 blocks of wood again. So now that we have that, we just want to go around all joints of the house and we want to join them up with wood like this. There we go. And there we go. So this is what your house should look like so far. If you're looking like this, you're doing something right so far. Okay, so what we now need to do is we need to go and get ourselves some stairs. So the stairs that we're going to be using is some spruce wood stairs. And we are going to be using that with the birch wood stairs. And we are also going to be using some oak wood planks and some trap doors. So make sure you got all that in your inventory. And what we're going to do now is firstly build the door area. So for the door area right here, we're going to knock out 1 block. And then we're going to build above that. So there's a small area for the door. And then above that, we're just going to place wood. Then over here, we're going to fill it in with wood like this. Like that. And then what we need to do now is this area here is going to be a window area. So for the glass, I'm going to use white stained glass. And then what we're going to do is we are going to build 2 blocks here. So 2 blocks, make sure there's 2 blocks on this side. And in the middle right here, we're going to build a window, which is only going to be 4 blocks. And then on this side here, we're going to make sure we fill in the wood along the top. And then make sure we fill in the wood along that part right there. Either side of the window, we're going to make sure we place some trapdoors like that. And I'm going to place some trapdoors there like that also. Either side of each window, that is what it should look like. Then along the middle right here, either side, we're going to place 2 blocks again. 2 blocks up to the top. And the middle right here, what we're going to do is we're going to place 4 again, like that. No, in fact, we're going to place 3 this time, my bad. And then on this side right here, so as I was saying, for the window, what we're going to do is we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what we're going to do is add the wood on either side once again. And then along the top, we're going to add wood. There we go. And then what I'm going to do also is add myself some trapdoors like this. And add myself some trapdoors like that too. So now you guys can see that that is how the house is looking so far. The house is starting to come together. But one thing I did forget to do is actually use white glass panes instead of actual glass blocks. Just quickly make that switch now before we finish the entire house, because it is a small minor mistake, but just make sure you've done that fix. So if we place this back, the next thing for us to do is to do the rest of the house. So we're going to come over to this side, and essentially what we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves 1 wooden wall on this side, 1 wooden wall on that side, then another wooden wall here, and another wooden wall there. Then we're going to add 2 trapdoor blocks. Then we're going to add a small window, then another wall, then another small window, then another wall, and another small window like that. So we should have 3 windows in total, and then in between each one we should have 2 trapdoor blocks like that. There we go. And then we're going to have some wooden blocks along the top like that. So as you guys can see, that is how that should look there, and that is how the windows should be looking. So for this part of the house, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it in with wood. So I'm going to just fill this in with wood like this. I'm just going to use the mod, fill this in with wood because it would take forever. Then over here, once again, we're going to fill this in with wood because it would take forever. So very, very simple stuff to do. Okay, 0 blocks affected. I messed up. Let's just place the wood right here. There we go. Awesome, awesome stuff. Okay, so now that that is done, this is the second part, okay? And we're now moving on to the third part of the house, which is going to be the roof. Okay, so for the next step, what we're going to need to do is add these stairs around the edges of the house, but only on the edges, not on the actual faces of the house. So you can see I'm adding these stairs right here. I'm just going to go around on the edges and not place these where there are actual windows. Now you guys will see that when I'm placing these, I'm extending them out by 1, and I'm placing them 1 below the wood that you guys can see. So just go around the house and place these stairs on the edges and place them 1 above the window, as you guys can see, and 1 below the actual wood that that is there. The next step is to now destroy these blocks. Now these blocks are basically being destroyed because it will confuse you. So just go around the house and destroy all of these blocks. And yeah, once we've done that, what we now need to do is we need to build basically the front of house. So for here, right, what we're going to do is we're going to place the blocks, but we're basically going to build them in a pyramid form. So what that means is we're going to build a layer of wood, and then the next layer of wood is going to have 1 less wooden block on each side, and we're going to keep doing that until we reach the top. And we're going to do the same thing on this face of the house right here. A layer of wood and another layer of wood, which is 1 less block of wood on each side until we get to the top. Now the next stage is very easy if you've built Minecraft houses before, because all we will need to do is to actually extend these edges, which I'm going to put my cursors on right now, and extend these edges essentially using the wooden blocks which we are going to use right now. So if we extend the wood out like that, and we keep doing this and we keep doing this until the middle part of the build. So we're just going to keep doing this. And then we're going to do this on this side over here. And then as you guys can see, when it gets to the middle part, we're just going to join them up. So just join up that and that. Yeah, there we go. And then join up that. There we go. join up that and that, join up that and that. There we go. We're gonna join up this part right here. We're just gonna bring this all the way. We don't need to join up with anything, and I'm gonna build this one around, and we're gonna try and connect it with the back part, but we're just gonna extend it for now. I'm gonna keep doing that. And then we're going to extend this out part all the way. And then now, as you guys can see, these parts right here, we're just going to extend them back like that. There we go. Extend that back, extend that back, extend that back. There we go. And then we're going to extend this back just like that. There we go. So now all we need to do is we literally just need to place stairs on the roof and then do the edges of the roof. So for the edges of the roof, we're going to be using the wood, which is the spruce wood stairs. I'm just going to be going under and over all the way until the top, and then once we go to the top of the build, we're going to stop because we don't want to go too far because it'll mess up the design. So we're going to do the same on this side, and then once we do this, we'll go all the way here, under and over, and then under and then over again. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other part of the house. So once again, under and over, under and over, under and over, and we're just going to do this until the top part. But on the top part of this house, we want to make sure that we place 3 blocks of slabs. So now for the last part of this house, all we have to do is we'll just literally place birch stairs around the house, and the house is pretty much going to be done from there because there's not much else to do. So just place the birch stairs around the house, and then we have 1 or 2 things left to do, and the house will be completely done.